Welcome back. 1 quarter to go in the NFL season. Remember, if you have not watched the first 4 parts of our YouTube live stream of Super Bowl 12, you need to go back and watch and listen to what has happened. It is the Seahawks, it's the Titans, Super Bowl 12. 12 seasons ago, the NFL changed their playoffs. They went up from 8 teams in the playoffs up to 12 and changed the name of their championship to the Super Bowl. The Titans have already won one of these Super Bowls, and now they've got an advantage. Yes, they're losing by 6. It's 16-10, but Russell Wilson went down. Broken toe, possible fractured foot. He is injured in the locker room. They're thinking about taking him to a medical center, but we have gotten word from Kirk Landry that he refuses to go to a medical center until after the game, no matter what happens, whether the Seahawks win or the Titans win. That shows a dedicated team player. Titans' other advantage, to start this fourth quarter, they have 2nd and 8, ball at the 17-yard line of Seattle. Here we go. Derrick Henry's in the backfield. The rookie, Mariota, hands it off Henry. Henry up the middle, drags a couple of defenders out the 11. 2 carries now for 1 yard. His other run had been stuffed in the backfield. He's been a big factor on this team this year as a good backup running back behind Murray to give him a little bit of a breather. 3rd and 2. Washington and Avery to the left. Safarian Jenkins and Andre Johnson, who's been big today, to the right. Murray in the backfield. He takes the handoff, cuts to the left, stiff arm, touchdown! And we're tied! And Murray's shaken up. He got hit hard in the chest. DeMarco Murray went down hard at the end of that play, but he scores and we are tied. That was huge, and now an extra point from Dan Bueller will give the Titans a 17-16 lead with 14:23 to go. Stewart the snap, Wallace the hold, Bueller the kick, it is good. 14:23 left in the season, and Tennessee, who were 100-1 to win the Super Bowl this season at the beginning of the year, could win it after coming into the playoffs at a 9-7 record. Here we go. Murray looks in good spirits on the sidelines, but he took a shot to the chest. Here's the kick. McCluster takes it out of the end zone, cuts to the right, gets away from a defender, and gets out to the 21. And that's where Seattle will start with 14:19 to go in the quarter. So we look at your hospital for special surgery injury update. Of course, the foot injury to Russell Wilson, he's gone. And they are saying, Kirk, what's up with DeMarco Murray? Yet another big name goes down today. First, Will Witherspoon went down to this Tennessee defense. Then for the Seahawks, they lost Russell Wilson. Now DeMarco Murray, they are saying he has a bruised sternum, very similar injury that Witherspoon had, and he is done for the day. They are going to have to depend on Derrick Henry and also that passing game. DeMarco Murray is done for the day. That is absolutely humongous. So DeMarco Murray is done after scoring the go-ahead touchdown. So now Robert Turbin, who's also dealt with his mix of injuries today, is in the backfield. Turbin, Baldwin, Curse Williams, all targets. Charlie Whitehurst now in at quarterback of the Super Bowl. Turbin takes the handoff, gets 4 yards. Charlie Whitehurst was Marcus Mariota's competition for starting quarterback last season here in Tennessee. Now they're battling each other in the Super Bowl in the fourth quarter. This is just insane. 2nd and 5. Christian McKell is in the backfield. You got Curse, Williams, Baldwin, Graham. They're running the wheel route. This throw over the middle, batted down. Mike Williams can't hang on to it, and it's 3rd and 5. Russell Wilson, remember, they said he broke his foot. He refuses to leave and go to the hospital. He wants to stay and see if his Seattle Seahawks can win and celebrate. 3rd and 5. It's Ahmad Bradshaw in the backfield, 4 receivers. Bradshaw takes the handoff, gets a block, gets the first down after the 36. Just 2 carries, 23 yards for the guy who ended up leading the team in rush yards this season. "13 minutes to go. 1st and 10. Turbin's in the backfield. Moyaki and Graham. Curse is in there. Whitehurst rolls out to the left. It's a curl route, and Jermaine Curse is open for the first down at the 48-yard line. 12-yard reception. First catch of the day for Jermaine Curse, and Charlie Whitehurst finds him. We didn't think we'd see Charlie Whitehurst playing here in the Super Bowl. He is right now. Turbin's in the backfield again. Baldwin and Curse. Jimmy Graham. Michael Robinson. Turbin takes the handoff. Cuts to the left. Not a big gain there. About 5 yards before Dave Ball got him at the Tennessee 47. But he's in Titan territory, so things going in the right direction here for Seattle. Now, with 12:08 to go here in the 4th quarter, Seattle's got the ball. It's 2nd and 6 at the 47 of Tennessee. Baldwin, Curse, Moyaki, Graham. Turbin in the backfield. Whitehurst hands it off. Turbin runs straight up the middle, doesn't even change his angle, and plows through for 14 yards. 24 carries, 160 yards. If Seattle wins this game, I think he could be a very valiant choice for the Super Bowl MVP. 11:34 to go. 1st and 10. Williams, Curse, Baldwin all in there. Whitehurst looking in the pocket. He's got Turbin over the middle, caught for a gain of 1, and Turbin is shaken up again. Took a shot to the arm. And Turbin goes to the sideline. Oh no. All the stars of today's game, Russell Wilson, DeMarco Murray, Turbin, everyone's getting hurt. Turbin already has left the game 2 separate times with arm injuries. Will this be the one that finally keeps him out? Both Bradshaw and Christian McKell have proved they've been able to run the ball today. 2nd down and 9. Can Bradshaw prove it again? Whitehurst hands it off. Bradshaw off the middle. Ahmad Bradshaw towards the red zone. Dragged down to 21. Gain of 11. Tackle made by Stephen Tulloch. 10:52 left. Williams, Lockett, Bradshaw, Baldwin all in there. Play action. Whitehurst on a new set of downs. Looks a screen on a bootleg. Caught Doug Baldwin. Pushed out of bounds. Gain of 8. Into the 13. 107 receiving yards now for Doug Baldwin. And we have another update from the sideline from Kirk Landry. Well, you were right, EK. Robert Turbin is done for the day. How about this? Russell Wilson, DeMarco Murray, Robert Turbin, between the two teams have probably been the 3 biggest performers. They are all out of the game. Robert Turbin now, they are saying he may have fractured his collarbone. So he and Russell Wilson are pretty much sitting there trying to hold their bones together to see if they can watch their Seahawks win their first ever Super Bowl or NFL championship, for that fact. Back to you in the booth. Well, thanks, Kirk. And once again, what a day for Robert Turbin. Just look at the statistics that Robert Turbin put up when he was healthy. I mean, DeMarco Murray scored a big touchdown. Russell Wilson kept them in the game passing the ball. But Robert Turbin today, 24 carries, 160 yards. By far a career high. Previous career high was 111. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 13. You've got Ahmad Bradshaw in the backfield with Whitehurst, but all the big receivers still in there. Whitehurst hands it off. Bradshaw runs to the left. He's going to get through. Dragged down. He's down. Oh, with the 1. They're not going to say he crossed the plane, and this may be a valiant Pete Carroll challenge with 10:14 to go in the Super Bowl. Wow, that is one of the closest ones I have seen in a long time. This is really opinion-based. I don't know. Would you challenge the spot of the ball? And Seattle will challenge. Pete Carroll grabs the red flag out of his right pocket and fires it onto the field. You can't see the replays, but it is very close. That ball literally is at the goal line. Just about. Did he cross the plane? Coach Munchuk and Coach Carroll both look. This is the biggest call refs have had to make this season.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands as called.
The ruling on the field stands, and all of the Seattle fans boo here. So the ball is at the 1. So now with 10:14 to go, Seattle loses one of their precious timeouts. There are still many unhappy fans here. All the Seattle fans, Titans fans are excited. Baldwin, Lockett, Curse, Williams, Jimmy Graham. Whitehurst looking in the pocket. He scrambles away from pressure. Throws to the corner. It's Baldwin. Was he in? No, that was a catch, but he's out of bounds at the 1, so maybe gained about an inch or two. Under 10 minutes left here in Super Bowl 12. Whitehurst and a quarterback sneak is in. Touchdown! The backup quarterback comes in and may have scored the game-winning touchdown. I mean, I can't jump to conclusions. We still got 9:50 to go, but that was huge. Charlie Whitehurst and a quarterback sneak gives the Seahawks a 22-17 lead. And Hauschka's extra point is absolutely perfect. A 99 overall extra point right there. 9:50 to go here in Super Bowl 12. Seahawks, Russell Wilson out for the game. Robert Turbin out. And they lead by 6 here on WUB, America's sports leader. Welcome back. John Ryan now kicking off. Devin McCourty deep to return. McCourty will just take the knee in the end zone with 9:49 to go. So Mariota in the offense will start at the 20 now. Derrick Henry at running back with DeMarco Murray after he scored the last touchdown. Took a big shot to the chest, and they're saying broken ribs and a bruised sternum. He's done. Mariota sends a screen over to Derrick Henry. He'll make the catch, but it's in the backfield. Loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and 14. Titans did not think after winning the Super Bowl 6 years ago they'd get back so quickly. They have this opportunity. Mariota, now Derrick Henry makes up for it. Sends 5 yards straight up the middle. 3 carries, 6 yards for the former Heisman runner-up. And now it's 3rd and 9 for Tennessee with 8:52 to go. They're just 3 of 12 on 3rd down, though they've converted on 2 of their last 3. Safarian Jenkins, Avery Johnson to the right. Nate Washington alone on the left. Jamie Ringer at running back. Mariota throws a screen. Andre Johnson sidelines caught. 7 catches, 126 yards in his final NFL game. And now they've got the ball at the 42. And the Seahawks are considering challenging again. You can see Pete Carroll playing with the flag. Wow, that... Thought about it, but he decided he will. See, Pete Carroll is challenging his second play in the last 2 minutes. If he loses this, Seattle could be with just 1 timeout remaining. What will happen? They're going to say that the ruling on the field stands once again. And Seattle now just has 1 timeout left, and Tennessee has the ball at the 42-yard line with a 1st down. Seattle fans boo. Derrick Henry in the backfield. Mariota hands it off right to him, and he'll get up to the 46, a gain of about 4.5. Nice run there. 8:12 left here in the quarter. Who will win Super Bowl 12? Henry in the backfield. 2 tight ends split out on each side. 2 receivers on each side. Now Mariota throws a screen, dumps it out. No, way out of bounds. Intended for Derrick Henry, and now it's 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. 8 minutes to go. Jamie Ringer now the 3rd down back with Murray on the bench. Avery Johnson. There's Austin Seferian-Jenkins going in motion. Mariota looking. Takes a shot from Tatupoots. Seferian-Jenkins open on the right, dragged down by Chancellor at the 43 of Seattle. First catch of the day for one of the best tight ends in the league. One of many Titans selected to the Pro Bowl this year. 1st and 10 at the 43. Mariota hands it off Henry. Henry gets about 3 yards. Lofa Tatupu with his 10th total tackle, but only his 2nd solo tackle. He's helped out others a lot, but hasn't done much dirty work on his own. 7 minutes to go in Super Bowl 12. 2nd and 7 at the 40. Ahmad Hall in here at fullback. Mariota hands it off Henry. Henry's got room on the right. He'll get a 1st down out to the 28-yard line. 6 carries, 25 yards. Could he be the unexpected hero? 1st and 10 at the 29. 6.5 minutes to go. Mariota toss play behind him. It's Derrick Henry. Henry, huge loss. David Hawthorne was his 3rd tackle for a loss today. That was big. And now it's 2nd and long with 6 minutes exactly to go. Shane Vereen now in the backfield. They'll give him an opportunity on 2nd and long. They won't throw to him. Mariota's going to run on his own. He dives and slides. Gain of 12 on the run by Marcus Mariota out to the 21. And now it's 3rd and 2. Both of these teams lost week 1. Nobody thought they were in the Super Bowl this season. Well, Seattle, some people thought they might battle back. They lost in San Francisco week 1. Tennessee got dominated by Jacksonville week 1, and they made it to the Super Bowl. Vereen on 3rd and 2, not enough. On a run, stopped by David Hawthorne. And now it's 4th and 1 on the 21 with 5:14 to go. Mike Munchuk with the biggest decision of his coaching career, and he opts to go for it. 4th and 1, 4:56 to go. If Seattle plays the percentages right, this could be the Super Bowl. Few tight ends in here. Johnson, Avery in at the 2 receivers. Vereen in the backfield. Mariota looks in the pocket. Time, over the middle, incomplete. And Seattle will get the ball back. A turnover on downs late for the Titans with 4:44 to go. So now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Carson Baldwin to the right, and I'd expect now with Whitehurst in there, they're just going to run the ball unless there's an issue. Bradshaw, first play, gets out for about a gain of about 7. 5 carries, 54 yards. Even though he was the backup all year, he ended up with the most rushing yards on the team. Even though there were 3 guys who were moved up the depth chart in front of him. Of course, Thomas Rawls, but he got hurt. Robert Turbin, who ended up getting hurt in this game, and Christian McKell. 2nd and 3. They're calling audible here. 8 on the play clock, 4 minutes to go. Lockett goes in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep to Tyler Lockett, who is not going to get much, only about 1.5 yards. And now it's 3rd down and 1 at the 29. Big tackle there by Jason McCourty to save them from giving up the 1st down. Just 3:40 to go. 7 of 15. Seattle's improved in the second half. They're 4 of 6 on 3rd downs since coming out of the locker room. Whitehurst hands it off. It's Ahmad Bradshaw, who stopped in the backfield. Loss of 1. Akeem Ayers comes flying through. That Titan defense stays strong. And now Seattle will have to punt it back to them with 3:06 to go. John Ryan kicks this one. It is deep. And deep to return is McCourty taking it from the 17. McCourty runs right. Good return out to the 32, 15-yard scamper for the 8th-year man out of Rutgers. 2:52 left in the NFL season. 23-17 your score. Varine's in the backfield. Avery, Mariani, Johnson, Billy Bahima. They're using a lot of different guys late. Mariota hands it off. Shane Vereen up the middle. We didn't talk about him all day. Gain of 8 on that run. Out to the 40. And now it's 2nd and 2. 2:24 to go. Still all 3 timeouts for Tennessee. Just 1 for Seattle after 2 lost challenges. Mariota toss play to Vereen. Not that time. Aaron Curry ties him up for a loss of 3. And now it's 3rd and 5. And we're at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left. Can Seattle hang on and be Super Bowl champs? It's 3rd and 5. This may be Tennessee's last chance. We'll be back here on WUB Network, America's sports leader. Third and 5. Jamie Ringer is the running back. Mariani, Washington, Avery, and Johnson, all the big targets. This is the big play. Mariota in the pocket. He looks to the left. It's caught by Donnie Avery. Out to midfield where he'll be stopped. And the Seahawks defense can't stand. 1:48 to go. And the no huddle begins. They still have 3 timeouts. Mariota in the pocket again. Mariota throws, caught Nate Washington. Gain of about 6. They are not using their timeouts yet. I'd just use one now. Another no huddle. And there's a flag. Someone was offsides. Mariota throws Ringer, caught. They're going to call offsides on Walter Thurmond. Penalty declined, and now the ball is at the 35, and the clock is stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. Maybe that no huddle was smart. A couple quick throws. So 1st and 10. Henry in the backfield. Johnson, Avery, Safarian Jenkins, Washington. All the big boys back in. They needed some breather. Mariota gets hit from behind by Malcolm Smith. And that's a big sack, loss of 8. Back to the 43. Malcolm Smith had made some bad plays. Still no huddle. 1:16 to go. Mariota gets rushed again. Somehow gets away. And ends up gaining a yard on a scramble. And Tennessee calls timeout. Lofa Tatupu comes in there. First, Tremaine Brock got his hands on him. Mariota somehow stiff-armed him, but he wasn't getting away from the vicious Lofa Tatupu. Timeout, 1:12 to go. Here we go, 3rd and 18. Ball at the 42. Ringers in the backfield. Johnson, Jenkins, Avery, Washington. Mariota looking. He's going to have to throw a prayer. It's off sideline. Andre Johnson. That is close. Did he get it? No, he didn't. Didn't get both feet in. Will the Titans think about challenging? No, they won't. And it's 4th and 18, and this is the Super Bowl. Would they have won the challenge? That's the big question I have. Wow, they might, if they had challenged that, there could have been a chance. He had both feet in it, I think. So 4th and 18 at the 42. This determines Super Bowl 12. And now they're going to call for a booth review just before they snap the ball. They're looking at it in the booth. If they overturn it, Seattle fans are just going to absolutely let the refs have it. Did Johnson get in?
Viewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned.
It's overturned! Seattle fans are absolutely freaking out. So, a little bit of confusion. And now they're saying they got the wrong report from upstairs, and now they're going to say the call does stand, that it's 4th down. That was weird. The ref said that the call was overturned, and now he says that the call stands. And they are having a conference, and it looks like they are going to say the call stands, and it's 4th and 18. At first they said they overturned it, then they said the call stood. So 4th and 18, and now this play is officially the Super Bowl. Henry Hall. The targets are Avery, Washington, and Johnson. Mariota sacked by Malcolm Smith. And that's just about going to do it with 1:03 to go. Unless something crazy happens, I think the Seattle Seahawks have won Super Bowl 12. Malcolm Smith with 2 sacks on the last drive. Christian McKell in the backfield. Whitehurst in at quarterback. Russell Wilson in a walking boot and on crutches. Robert Turbin also on the sideline. Whitehurst hands it off. Christian McKell plows forwards out to the 45. Gain of 6. First, a timeout called here by the Titans. 59 seconds. They still have one more to burn. 2nd and 4. Bradshaw in the backfield now. Whitehurst hands it off. Ahmad Bradshaw runs. First down. That's going to do it. Final timeout with 54 seconds. And they can just go in victory formation twice. .54 seconds. Charlie Whitehurst will be the one that kneels it down. The Seahawks started 1-2 this season, but battled back. They got a 12-4 record, and even though the Titans had beaten the Steelers and the Patriots, defied the odds, it wasn't enough. Seahawks down to the wire in all 3 of their playoff games, beat Dallas by 2, beat Green Bay by 2, and now just have to kneel it down one more time, and they will be Super Bowl 12 champions. What will happen next year? Will Bill Belichick restock the Patriots and make them forced to be reckoned with? Will Green Bay be back? How about this Dallas team with Prescott and Elliott? That'll be a question. Final kneel down by Charlie Whitehurst. 10 seconds. They'll let it tick down. Russell Wilson is in a walking boot with broken bones and comes out to celebrate on the field. It is over. The Seattle Seahawks have won Super Bowl 12.
Make some noise. The 12th man has every reason to celebrate tonight. Your Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl 46 champions.
The Seattle Seahawks have won Super Bowl 12.
When doubters cried foul when the Hawks were playoff bound at 7-9. But this team, this season...
Now let's turn it to Gus Johnson, who with his monologue to celebrate the Seattle Seahawks season.
To quash all critics. It's been a long wait for these diehard fans who had every reason to be skeptical when this season kicked off. But this team, bounded together, gave their 12th man a reason to believe as they played with the toughness necessary.
Byron Maxwell is the Super Bowl MVP.
Championship they've so dearly craved. The Lombardi Trophy is all yours, Seattle.
Russell Wilson, Charlie Whitehurst celebrate. Doug Baldwin, Richard Sherman, the Seahawks have had some big years, and they have finally won a Super Bowl. Marcus Mariota is down, but this Titans team is promising. They could be back next season. They were the underdogs, and they put up quite the fight. And the Seattle Seahawks, at 12-4, beat the Packers and made it through to win the Super Bowl. So that's just about going to do it here. Congratulations. congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks, Byron Maxwell, for his early pick 6 and 6 tackles in the game. Earns him Super Bowl MVP. For Kirk Landry, I'm Eddie Kalegi. We'll see you next weekend, the next couple weekends, for a couple big events, the NBA All-Star Game, the Daytona 500. But we'll be signing off. Congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks, your Super Bowl XII champions.